Hi, happy Wednesday. It's episode number 15, and today I want to talk to you about uh, being single. I've been single for many years, and as a matter of fact, that's one of the first questions I get asked. Are you single? Are you with someone right now? Are you in a relationship? And it's been several years where I say I'm single. I was in a long term relationship, it was approximately 7 years. And whenever the relationship ended, I really felt that it was going to be difficult for me because I felt that I was just going to go to the next guy and so on. I felt that it was going to be difficult for me to be by myself since for the most part that's what I saw when someone ended a relationship. A few months later, they were already on to the next person. And I can recall the time, maybe a year after the breakup, I decided to begin to go out and to begin to kind of meet people. And whenever I began to meet individuals, I would sit and I would listen to, what they had to say. And while they were talking, I was imagining life with them. I was imagining our daily routine. I was imagining the house that we were going to be living in. And that helped me so much because whenever I was diving into these stories in my head, I saw myself repeating the cycle. I saw myself repeating what I had just gotten out of. And I told myself, no, no, no. I think that we're going to remove the whole concept of trying to date and falling in love right now. Let's focus on you. The last thing that I wanted to do was repeat the same thing all over again because when you do, that just means that you haven't learned a lesson. So I decided to be busy, and I'm not 1,000% happy with that because whenever I decided to be busy, I was too busy to even consider dates, going out, any of that. And I was too focused on my schedule and doing what I needed to do. And that's not helpful because I think it's very healthy for you to go out and meet potential individuals that can be that you can fall in love with. And I didn't do that. I did the whole like I did the opposite. I completely decided not to talk to no one um, and enjoy me being single, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying that it was a little too drastic. It was too many years of me being by myself. But during this time by myself, I was able to pinpoint several things. And as you guys know, I'm going through therapy and I do therapy twice a month. So that has really helped me put all the puzzles together. But I did realize that whenever I would, I guess, begin to think and be in relationships, I brought with me this whole dynamic where I forget about myself. I forget about myself and I put everyone first. And that's not healthy. So if I felt and I knew that I was going to be doing that with the relationships that were coming, I was just like, maybe I'm not going to go there. I don't want to put myself in that situation with a significant other. Yes, I was probably doing it here with my family, but I wasn't doing it with in a love relationship. But I was still repeating the cycle. So it took me some years for me to realize that that was something that I kept on repeating. But now going back to me being in love, so this whole time where I decided to be single, um, I guess I would listen to other people's relationships and kind of like understand the dynamic in different relationships and kind of determine if that's something that I wanted, if I really wanted to be in that situation. And what I realized is that anyone can learn a script. If you, if you know anything about acting, you get a script and you try to memorize it as much as you can, and then you go and perform. If you are going to sing a song, you memorize the song and then you go out and sing it, and you hope that you don't have to look at the lyrics. That's what I feel whenever it comes down to individuals that you might meet or go out on a date. I feel that anyone can learn the script, and people have gotten really clever with what they say during a date. So I decided that I was gonna go more by how they made me feel, and if we had like a connection, a click. But then after we have that connection or that click, now you have to put him in different categories. Like, this is someone that could be a potential boyfriend long term. This is someone that is just going to be a friend, and this is someone that is just going to be for sex. And once you do that, you're going to prevent a lot of suffering, because I think that when we go out and we like someone, sometimes physically, we want everything with them, and we want that relationship to work, but we didn't take the time to really kind of study them, and determine if they were even boyfriend material. A lot of the times they're just friends with benefits, whatever. But that has helped me a lot. um, that it helped All that has helped me prevent unnecessary suffering. I feel like we're gonna suffer, we're gonna suffer when we fall in love a lot of the times. If I can prevent as much as I can, even better. So that's one. Another thing that I realized all this time that I've been single is that, especially I'm not yeah, especially like in the gay world, we always get caught up with individuals that are in the closet per se, or are just not ready to be out, and they probably will never be out, because that's something that it takes courage to be out. It takes a lot of courage to accept who you are and stand firm by it. So imagine, in this society, being a gay man, you run across a lot of individuals that decided that they are not going to be out. So what do? They live a straight life, but on the down low, they approach you. So there's an agreement where I don't say anything, you don't say anything, and you get involved in situations, you get involved in these dynamics that are not healthy at all. They're not healthy for you, they're not healthy for them, and most importantly, they're not healthy for the potential family that they could possibly have. So I my advice to every any individual that's going through that: realize that if they don't have the courage to be themselves and to accept themselves and stand firm for themselves, more than likely they're not going to do it for you. So I don't want for you to be suffering and for you to go through those situations. So kind of stay away from that. You can offer them your friendship, and hopefully with your the way that you live life, it can be an example that is possible for them to be the same way as well. But focus on individuals that are just as brave as you, that they're loud and proud, they're open, they're out, and enjoy life with someone like that. That's something that I'm learning. That's something that I decided a few years back, where I was like, you know, this is not fair. I'm being brave about who I am, but why am I giving time of day to someone that would never like show show me off or present me to the family or whatnot. So stay away from those individuals. Um, Understand that a lot of the times, some people are just meant to be friends. Like, they're not meant to be someone long term in a relationship, and it's okay. Don't feel that that's a bad thing. I tend to just believe that we can meet someone, and it's gonna, we there's chemistry there, we like each other, we think we're attractive, it's great in bed. But a relationship is more than that. If that's all it is, if you both are have that connection in bed, and you guys can get along a little bit, then leave it as that. Like, be good friends with benefits, respectful, no strings attached, and but don't expect something that cannot happen between you and that person. There's individuals that are perfect to be in relationships, and there's individuals that maybe are not there yet. And it's okay, everybody has their journey. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that don't try to force someone into something that they can't be in there. So this all this time alone by myself, I already know I can take trips by myself. I know that I can um, go out with my friends as a single man. I know that I can be invited to any party, any gathering, and I can show up by myself. I know that, but I'm ready to have something with. I'm ready to share those moments with someone. I'm ready to go out to have brunch with my sisters and my significant other. I'm ready to do double dates. I'm ready to have Christmas parties and have him there with me. I'm ready for all that. I have given a lot of my um, time to being single, and it's been beautiful. It's been great. I know how to be by myself. I love being by myself. And that's the great thing about this time that I decided to be single is the fact that whenever I decided to focus on me, it gave me the opportunity to know me and to dive really deep in there and know what I really want, what I expect, and what I don't want. And it's so rewarding to say that I now feel that the next person that comes into my life, I'm not gonna come and dump all my expectations on him. I'm not um, I'm not gonna expect for him to make me happy because that's something that I already do on my own for me, and it's gonna be someone that I know automatically I can live without. I can live without him, but I choose to be with him because I love him and we're good. And just that feeling makes me feel so good. Like I mentioned, there was moments in time where I felt that my goal was to be married, grow old together, and that sounds so beautiful. And I feel that movies and telenovelas, they've they have shown this fairy tale to all of us, and there's individuals that do get to live that, but for the most part, a lot of individuals don't get to see that long term. It's mostly um, I think that what I've learned is that I can enjoy the amount of time that I need to enjoy with that person. And if it's many years, perfect. But if it's only a few months, that's perfect too. I'm no longer attached to that narrative in my head where I felt that love would be forever with someone. I feel that love transforms. Love, you can enjoy love and enjoy those beautiful moments, the time being, like the time that it needs to last. But you also need to learn how to let go and say bye and free your hands so you can have room for more, for something new. Um, when I first became single, I felt, what am I gonna do now? Like, I'm gonna be by myself. Am I gonna be okay being by myself? And I can tell you right now that that's the best gift ever. Learning and knowing how to be on your own with you is, I wouldn't change that for anything. I've discovered that, and I've seen throughout all these years with other people, that sometimes people don't know how to be by themselves. And this is the funny part. There's individuals that are single right now that don't know how to be by themselves. There's always someone there. There's always someone there to occupy time, and that time that could easily be spent with themselves. So it's funny how you we believe that you can be alone just because there's not a title, or just because there's not someone there 24/7 with you. No, you can be single and still have your time occupied with many individuals, And that time, there's no piece of it for you. Therefore, you're not growing, you're not learning about you. That time is being occupied by someone else. I believe that the biggest surprise that being single for many years gave me was how much I love myself, how much I look at myself, and I'm in love with Junior. Like, I love everything about him, and now I know that with that same love that I have for Junior, that's gonna be like my measuring tool whenever I meet someone, whenever I have friendships. If I love myself here, but you're coming at me here, I'm not gonna accept it. I'll accept this or up, but I no longer will accept this. And for many years, I accepted this. So my advice to you is this: if you're single, if you're in a relationship that you don't feel right, learn how to be on your own with yourself. Love yourself. Bring that love here. Once you feel that for yourself, use that as your measuring tool and don't accept anything less. And understand that you can live without anyone. Like, you're good. The moment that you feel that, the moment that you feel that and you really believe that, I can guarantee that you're going to be attracting someone just as complete as you. There's no such thing as um, I need my other half. No, you are a complete person, and you're gonna attract another complete person. If you see someone coming at you saying, "I am looking for my other half," run. You don't need someone that's half only. You need a complete whole person. That um, I'm not sure, but in Spanish there's a song, and it literally says this, "Tú mi complemento, mi media naranja." It's like you compliment me, you're my other half. No, don't don't believe that. Don't. If you believe that right now, please remove that from your head and understand that you are complete. You are beautiful and valuable, and the love that you have for yourself, that should be how you measure the love that you receive from other people, not just like a partner, but your family, your friends, things of that nature. Um, I remember there's moments where I'm traveling and I'm by myself. Let's say I'm at the last trip that I took and I was by myself. Okay, I was in Spain. I was in Spain and I did go with a friend, but um, that day I was by myself. I did the tours on my own, and I was there walking around and I saw a couple and they were together holding hands and they were kissing, and I was like, I want that. But I want that whenever it's time. Like, I don't want it just because I feel lonely. No, I want it whenever it's for real. Like, I don't want to settle for just anything. And let me tell you that I'm so one thing that I love about me is that yes, I can be the nicest person ever. And yes, I can be a yes person all the time. But one thing that I am very proud of is that I've never played with anyone's feelings. Like, if I didn't feel the same, but I felt that they told me that they did feel something for me, I never took advantage of that. I was always like, well, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't, I don't feel the same way, bye. But then there was moments where maybe I would see someone and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be perfect together. I think I could fall in love with this guy, and then nothing would happen, and my heart would be broken. But then later on, I would just, I would accept it, and then later on, life would show me more about that person, and I was like, oh wow, this was actually a good thing. A lot of the times we don't trust that the universe or your guardian angels, whoever you want to call, they're out there like looking out for you, taking care of you. and trying to avoid situations that you don't need to be in. And a lot of the times, I would feel kind of like, man, I really wanted it to work out with that guy, but then something would happen and nothing would happen. But then it never failed. Days, months later, life would show me this is why it didn't work out. And then I was like, okay, cool. I accept that and move on. I had experiences where I met really cool guy, and he basically described me. He's like, this is what I want. I want family oriented. I want this. I want that. Da, 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 da. And I was like, well, that's pretty much me. And then he gave me a list of the things he didn't like. He's like, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I was like, well, that's not me. So whatever. But then his actions were the total opposite. I We stopped talking, and I was like, I wonder why we stopped talking if I was everything that was on his list. And then I would run into him, and he was with someone with the other list, with everything that he didn't want. He was with that guy, and I was like, that is so funny. And till this day I don't understand that, but I accepted everything, and that's okay. But for I've been single for over 10 years, and it's been a great blessing because it allowed me to get to know me and to love me and to just think highly of myself. And I feel that if I would have been still in that relationship, or if I would have jumped into many other relationships, I would have missed this opportunity to know who I really am. So I'm grateful for that. But now I know how to be by myself. Now I want to know how it feels to share my life with someone from this point of view, not from the little young junior lacking for love and all that. No, I want now to see, I want to see now how it is from this point of view, from this complete junior that doesn't need anyone, that shows love to himself, and go that route. So I'm excited. I know that I know that you are out there. I know that you are coming. I feel it. Like it just gets, I feel like you're closer and closer, and I can't wait to meet you. And once we do meet and we formalize something, I want to let you know that you're going to be here with me doing videos here and there, and it's going to be a very fun time. And for everybody else that's been supporting me, thank you so much. I will see you guys next week. If you have any ideas or anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know. Talk to you soon.